What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel from Scrubs to Thailand. Y'all know I have been on so many grab bikes here in Thailand that I can't even count. And so I thought to myself, why don't I get my own Thai motorbike license, since they allow foreigners to get their motorbike license here in Thailand. So it was quite challenging, but I'm excited to share with you all the whole process, and let's get started. I know some of you are probably like, why get a Thailand motorbike license? Well, here are some advantages. It's good for 2 years. You can renew it for 5 years after those 2 years are done. You have more rental options for motorbikes. Say some places you can't rent a motorbike if you don't have a license. Well, if you have a license, you can rent at those that don't require it and those that do require it. So that is a huge plus. Another is if you get pulled over at a Thailand stop or check stop, they require you to pay, I think it's 1,000 baht, which is $30 if you do not have a license. And so they are on the rise on doing these checks. And so why not get your Thailand motorbike license so that you can avoid having to pay that fine? Another big plus, if you are on a motorbike and you get into an accident, your insurance might not cover that. Might not cover you if you have an accident. So what I did was I asked Safety Wing, and this is what they said. So I just jumped on the chat and I asked them, hello, quick question. If someone is in a motorcycle accident here in Thailand, are they covered? Or if they're not licensed, or do you recommend getting a license? And their response was, to be covered, you will need to properly be licensed. To be covered, you would have to properly be licensed, especially if you're driving a bike that's over 50 cc's. And I believe that most of the motorbikes that are on the roads here in Thailand are definitely over 50 cc's. Of course, there's a ton of paperwork that you must have even to get the process started. And so what you need is your valid passport, resident certificate, a medical certificate, 2 passport photos, and a copy of your Thai visa. And I will go over the resident certificate, or how to obtain the resident certificate, and also the medical certificate. First thing is passport. I had it upside down. Got my passport. So first thing, check. So this process took about a little over a month. So you're going to see me, of course, in different clothes. You're going to see different scenarios throughout the process and throughout this video. So let's get started. The first thing I needed to get after having my passport was my resident certificate. And this is how that went. So the U.S. Embassy just told me that they no longer do the residency certificates. So I don't know, honestly don't really know if they knew what I was talking about, but they told me to go to immigration. I wanted to come to the American Embassy because I figured that it would be faster and that they would be, you know, a little more used to, not that the Thai Embassy is not used to it, but you know, since I am American, thought it would be a little bit faster if I came and got it from the U.S. Embassy. But, you know, like I said, they told me that they no longer do that. And then he showed me on the website where I guess they don't do that anymore. So I will go to immigration. So apparently you have to go to the immigration of your district, which I kind of figured, but I did not double triple check, and so I took a grab bike and 2 trains to come all the way out here to be told I could have went down the street from where I was. So this is Immigration Bureau Bldg B, which I did not need to come to. So you don't have to come to this big building. You go to the immigration that is in your district. It's a nice building though, so oh well, lesson learned. So that was quick and easy. I had my my lease, I had my last TDAC, I had my copies of my visa, the information page, my first stamp, my last stamp, 2 passport photos, and I think that's all that I need. I think that's all I need. There's so many documents that you need. But that went smoothly. Walked in, told them what I need. This is the first time like ever that I've been to immigration and there has been nobody on the inside. Like it was just me and one other person. The last time I came, it was standing room only. So again, you go to your local immigration. I looked at a lot of YouTube channels and they just said, go to immigration. Make sure you go to your local immigration, because I went all the way across. I went far, like an hour and something on the train to an immigration for Bangkok. And that's not the one that I was supposed to go to. So I am here at Samut Prakan immigration, which is 20 minutes from me. And I walked in, gave them all the documents that they needed, and got the appointment to come pick up my resident certificate. So on this journey to get my Thai motorbike driver's license is on the way. Let's go. So I am here at getting my physical for my driver's license. So quick and easy. It took probably about 20 minutes to get the certificate, in and out, 200 baht, and let's go. So this is where you want to come. It's probably reversed, but I'll put the name and then the location in the description. But got my driver's license certificate, physical certificate, and a couple more things that I need, and we'll be set. I saw BTS come up, go down these steps here. Sorry for the glare. Clinic right here. So after getting my resident certificate and my medical certificate, I just went to a local shop and got some passport photos done. They're quick and easy, and I think I paid about 100 baht for like 6 photos, so very inexpensive, and they give you 6 photos is a lot, so I had plenty left over for whenever I need them. Afterwards, I thought maybe I should get an agent and help with the process and make the process go a little bit faster, and that way I don't have to stand in the long lines once I get to the Department of Land and Transportation. So that's what I did, and I will I used the company there called Fat Boys, and I will put their information down in the description. So after I got all that done, then the agent and we went to the DOT office. So you have 3 tests. The first one is the theoretical test, where you sit through about 2.5 to 3 hours of videos, and it goes over street signs, it goes over restrictions, it goes over just driving etiquette for the streets here in Thailand. And it's you just sit through it. They're speaking in Thai, but it is subtitled in English, which I thought was very helpful. The next test is a color test, where you go to this room and there's a machine that has red, yellow, and green light that comes up, and you get a handheld device, and you just have to press what color that you see. That is pretty quick and easy. There's another test that you have to take, where they check your reflexes for braking. So you sit in a chair, and then there's a light on the machine that comes up, and you have to brake when it reaches a certain line, and so that lets them know that you can brake adequately once you're driving, or in case you get ready to have an accident or something. So I'll put on the screen some QR codes. You guys can scan those with your phone, and what those are practice questions for the written test. So I made it through 2 hours of the 5-hour class already. So we're on a break for 1 hour, and I'm gonna use this time to study a little bit, study some of the signs, and we'll see how the test goes. I will keep y'all updated. So update. They give you 50 questions, random questions on the signs, driving safety, and just driving etiquette. And I got 48 out of 50. So that means that I passed the written test for the motorbike. I come back tomorrow to actually do the driving test for the motorbike. Jeez, I can't talk. And then I get my driver's license. So after you pass the test, they give you this little ticket that you take to the course, the driving course, and that's where you do the hands-on when you drive. And let me tell you, this is where it got super challenging. Now, I used to ride a bike, and it is so much truth in, if you don't use it, you lose it. And I could not get that course down packed for nothing. So it took me quite a few times to pass. I am on my way to the motorbike driving test again. This will be my 4th time, I think. But hey, there is power in persistence. Let's go. There is power in persistence. So let me tell you, I failed that thing again. Technically, I didn't fail it. The instructor said I did, but I know I passed it that time, so I don't know what was going through his mind. Maybe he was having a bad day, but I even had a couple people that came up to me afterwards and was like, you clearly passed that. So but hey, that's neither here nor there. So I met this guy at the course, and he agreed to let me use his bike to get more hands-on training with riding the motorbike. Jesse, get in here. Jesse, get in here. He helping me.
Hey, y'all.
He is helping me practice on the motorbike. So he got one of these nice bikes here in Thailand, and so I'm trying to get my Thai motorbike license. And you gotta show him it. You gotta show him that you know how to ride. So
she knows how to ride. She passed the test twice. The first one, the instructor did a little politics.
Yeah, the instructor kind of gypped me on one of them.
And on the last one, she kind of did it to herself by hitting that last cone. Yeah. But still, she's got the course down. I have no confidence. I have no how do I say it? No doubt
No doubt.
that when she comes tomorrow, she's gonna pass this test. So we
That's
calling
right.
it before it happens.
That's
Today
right. That's
is
right.
the 19th. On the 20th, we're gonna be high-fiving and saying, "Oh yeah, we did
That's
it. We did it. We
right.
finally
That's
did
right.
it." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because the girl can ride. I'm telling you, I wouldn't let her have my
I've been
motorbike if she
practicing.
could ride. She can ride. You know what I'm saying, y'all? She good to go.
Yeah, he's helping me. He's been helping me out a lot. Now he passed his with flying colors, y'all.
Dude came back. Well, that's only because I was watching her, because she did it twice before I did, you know?
Yep.
And she didn't have no problem. But I took my big bike and did it. But the key is to get that smaller bike where you can see them lines where you got to keep it on top of. But other than that, you know, it's all good, you know? It's all good.
That's right. We
all
got
good in the hood.
Oh, I got this. I got this. I got this.
You got it.
I got
Is that right?
I got. You
High
know
five
what?
on that?
Hey,
yeah, you got it.
I got it. I got it.
Oh, yeah.
Keep that, yeah.
I got it.
So I was super excited when I passed the driving part because it was a challenge. Like the zigzag, as you saw in the videos, I was mainly practicing on what I had problems with the most, and that was the zigzagging part. So I have to thank Jesse for allowing me to use his bike to get more ride time in, because it helped tremendously to be able to drive it and then go test is a whole lot different. The first time I took the driver test, I hadn't been on a bike in years, like years. And so just to jump on, even a scooter, just to jump on a scooter and try to zigzag and maneuver a bike that you're not fitted for, that you are not used to, even the power of it. It's hard to do that course. So for me it was, anyway. So I am so grateful that I did have somebody that stepped up and was allowing me to use their bike, and it worked out. And so I passed. And what you do after that is they give you your paperwork. You go inside the building. You take a photo, which I don't know why they ask you for passport photos, because they didn't. I don't know if it's for, maybe it's for their records, but they didn't use them on my end. So you take a photo, that photo goes on your license, and they give you your license, and you are a proud owner of a Thai motorbike license. I will probably use my motorbike license for renting only. I don't plan on buying a motorbike here in Thailand, just in case I move around. That way I don't have to worry about shipping or moving a whole motorbike. So I will be definitely using it to rent, just to drive, probably not in the city, because if you guys have seen my previous videos, the traffic here is just wild. And so I rather wait until I get to some of the other surrounding provinces, and just where it's a little more low key, and drive there. So that is going to be it for this video. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me and sharing my experience on getting my Thai motorbike license. And as always, find yourself, be yourself, and love yourself. I'll see you all in the next video.